Here we go.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, I've been watching you for a while, and I just want you to know that I really like the way that you carry yourself, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but I was wondering if I could have a little of you. If you would give it to me nice and slow, give it so till I won't no more. I promise I won't run out the door. No, I wanna know, are you ready to ride? Let's ride. 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 Baby. Oh yeah.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Queenz of Royalty podcast. It is Thursday night, 8:45, I believe, Central PM Standard Time. You all excuse our tardiness. We are a little bit late. Sometimes it's due to technical difficulties, but tonight, we as women, we're just late. So we do apologize. I have that's going to come on the show again tonight, Miss Connie Moe. She goes by Sterling Coffee, the neck bone lady, Miss Connie Char, and many more. We also have a special guest tonight. She goes by Danny Dolce. She is part of G&G, and so they're going to grace the stage tonight. You all know that Miss Connie Moe is not new to this podcast. She's been here since the day of one. So tonight she's coming back, allegedly, supposedly, absolutely not a guest. So we're gonna bring the one and only, the lady with the purple hair that travels all over the world to do what she do, Miss Connie Moe. Hey, Miss Connie.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing?
I'm good on this Thursday evening.
You good? Well, welcome back again to your seat.
Thank you.
What you been up to?
I'm
Miss
echoing,
Connie?
but I'm going to deal with it.
On your end, you're echoing?
Yes.
Turn your volume down just a little bit. I can't hear the echo. I hear
Okay,
you very
good.
clear. So what you been up to? I know you just got off the road and you're
Hello?
on the show tonight. So that's a driver and a push through.
Yes, I was out today like a zombie, but I'm coming around. That's why I'm talking slow.
Okay. Well, you relax over there. You got some help tonight. We got Miss Danny Dolce. She's coming in here from Louisiana. So you all welcome her for the first time on the Queenz of Royalty podcast. Good
Hey,
evening.
y'all.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
Oh, what he do? What he do? I'm doing good on this Thursday. What he
Sound
do,
like
baby?
Sound like you came in ready, girl. How you doing?
I'm always ready. I'm always ready. I'm good. Good.
Good. Well, thank you for coming on tonight with me and Miss Connie. This podcast, it goes worldwide, and it's good to always have a smiling face, such as our women. We are
Yes,
some of the
ma'am.
most beautiful women in this world. Nobody can take that away from us.
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Like Keith Sweat said, nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. So listen, we cannot prolong the time because we are late. And for all of you all that are on here at this late hour, we appreciate you for coming in. All right. So tonight, our topic is damaged men and women. We're going to also talk about how to heal after being damaged. This podcast is under the Mercedes Show, aka the Lady Coco Show. Miss Connie was on here a couple of weeks ago, and she shared a story with you all as to what she had gone through and experienced. And so we're going to allow her, since a lot of you all always ask, where is Miss Connie? So she is here again, the lady with the purple hair. Tell us a little bit about this thing for damaged women and men. And also later on, we'll allow you to open it up, allowing us to know how you begin the process of healing.
Ooh. Well, um, I was trying to push the chat control. Can y'all still hear me and everything?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. First thing I thought about when you said that is the fact that, my motto has been for a while that people are going to do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And when I really got to the point that I was able to accept that, it just put things in perspective more. And it helped me to not hurt as bad when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just have to accept what a person wants to do, what they don't want to do, where they want to be, where they don't want to be, who they want to be with, who they don't want to be with. And at the end of the day, it don't even matter how you feel about it. Because you can't
Hmm.
make folks be and do what they don't want to do.
That's for sure.
Right. Absolutely.
So I've learned to be able to just really have to accept that, swallow it, and figure out how to move from it. Um, because when I really thought about it, I want them to do the same with me. If I tell you I don't want to be with you, I don't want to be bothered, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. I'm pretty much meaning exactly what I say.
Mm-hmm.
So respect it,
Hmm.
you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, what's on the floor tonight, you all, is um, damaged men and women. And oftentimes, you find it everywhere. It's not just women that are damaged, it is men out there also that are damaged. And when it comes to relationships, it's there. You can ignore it, you can push it away, you can put it under the rug and cover it up, you can sweep over it. However, it's always there. And so, how you recognize it is if you decide to maneuver and move forward into a new relationship. If you pay attention to how you treat that person that you're with versus the person that you used to be with, and you
Hmm.
find yourself in position where you're treating someone wrong just because, and then
Right.
you can also see within yourself, like, this person hasn't done me any wrong, right? So why am I treating them that way? And a lot of times it is because we have not healed and we are damaged. We don't want to admit to that we're damaged, but a lot of times we are damaged goods. So Dolce, what's your take on it to open this thing up?
Oh yeah. I mean, you said it in a nutshell. Like, we always speak on women, being damaged, but they have a lot of men that are damaged out there because of women. I feel the same way as Miss Connie. Like, if I tell you something, I mean it. Like, if I don't want to be with you, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I'm a loyal person. When I'm in a relationship, I'm with one person, so I take, if somebody betray me, cheat on me, whatever, I take that to heart because I'm
Mhm.
not gonna do it to them. I take a relationship seriously. So, you want somebody to do that with you as well. I've been damaged. I've been in, relationships where, you know what I'm saying, I was damaged like terribly, but right now I'm at a point in my life I can't control what nobody else do. I have to make Dolce happy first and foremost, and then they come after. Now, I used to put everybody before me, and I got the short end of the stick, wondering why, oh, what she got on me, or what am I not doing, what am I not lacking, when it was his insecurity, it wasn't mine, because
Mhm.
I'm worth it, baby. Cover girl, period. You know?
Okay.
So, I mean, just to empower a person, like when I said in the song, do better. If they're not going to respect, a lot of people be in marriages, long-term relationships, and we accept things that we shouldn't have to accept just to say we
Mm-hmm.
with somebody. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? So if you're not going to do better by me, guess what? I'm going to do better towards myself
Right.
because I
That's
love
right.
myself enough.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
What are some of the things that causes you to become damaged after a relationship is over? With me asking this question, let me kind of like piggyback off of the question. Oftentimes, when you leave a relationship and it's mutual, a lot of times you're not damaged. You just might be hurt, a little bit heartbroken, but you're not damaged from it because now it's a mutual agreement. But when you that relationship is over and it was over like it was on a sour note, the right foot did never touch the left foot, and you was left out there seemed like hanging, even though you had that relationship, it
Right.
still just wasn't where it was supposed to be. And so we allow it a lot of times because we genuinely love the person. When you genuinely love somebody, you can see the signs before the sign ever hit where it's
Already.
going to hit. You can
Already.
see it. And so we just push through. And I think my take on it, you become damaged because we see it, we saw it, we felt it, but we push through because we love that individual.
Most definitely. Most
Well,
definitely. I
what I
totally
want to
agree.
say is that if we go deeper than that on why how men and women end up being damaged, it starts from childhood most of the time.
Hmm.
If we
The
get real
cycle.
about it, you
Hmm.
know, when you have a child that grows up in a family to where they didn't feel like they what they had to say was heard, or if they did say what they said, they didn't feel like it mattered. Nothing seemed to ever matter. So that grown woman or man is gonna grow up feeling like I have to fight or act out or be rude, be loud to people to make sure that they don't ignore me. Why?
Hmm.
Because they grew up like that,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
fighting for
Mm-hmm.
when they felt helpless
Oh,
in relationships.
Miss Connie, oh, she
let's.
back.
And so now they want to be in control,
Hmm.
power, charge, because they all grew up feeling like they never was. They never had it.
Right.
Right. Right.
Say that
So
again. Repeat that. Repeat that, Miss Carter.
the whole thing,
That last little part. What did you just say?
well, when that woman or that man grows up who felt ignored and not regarded as a child or that their feelings didn't matter, when they end up in a relationship, now they become that person who's controlling, who is maybe abusive, who's just extra loud, want to be in charge, want all the power,
Hmm.
because they are trying to make up for a feeling that they never had no control about growing up in their world and in their life.
Hmm.
You dealing with that kind of person now,
Hmm.
man or
Right.
woman.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And so
And so
that's how it
basically,
play out.
yeah, basically, a lot of it stems from childhood and how you were raised too.
Yeah.
It stems from that because back in the day, um, you didn't see like a whole lot of love in the family. You didn't see it.
Right.
You saw like, hey, we're here, we're eating. The house is clean because the houses were clean back then. You can smell that pine sol on a Saturday. But
Hmm.
when you grow up now, you have these relationships yourself, and it's like, wait, you thought you knew how to love somebody, but you really didn't. You used what you saw growing up, and you thought it was right, and man, it was all wrong. Because
Right.
I can remember, growing up. My father and my mom had 16 children, right? 16 children. And then I also saw where it was a father that had stepchildren and he was with either one of those women. And so now the
Oh yeah.
children learn how. The
Oh yeah.
children learn how to get along, and dad and mama ain't never got along. They ain't never got.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so now you find the sisters that are stepsisters, they love each other. You find the sister loving her stepbrother, like, hey, they're cool. But we're lacking somewhere. Like, where did we go wrong? And it started right there in the kitchen where you were raised. It
Right.
started right there. It started right there. So you were already damaged before you left out of mom and dad's house.
Or
Mm-hmm.
then when these women and men become in relationships, and let's say the man was taught to love and provide for his woman, for the lady, for the family. And he goes to work, he do what he's supposed to do. He do what he was told he was supposed to do. Whether his dad or his granddad told him or his aunties and his mama told him, if he was fatherless, he was told that's your responsibility.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
And let's
right.
say he
Oh
go off and
yeah.
he's working, he's doing that. Now he might not be making enough money to provide to do a lot of things with that family or that woman that she might would like, but he
Mm-hmm.
is holding down the household, the bills, the
Right.
rent, the mortgage, whatever. But then you got a
Right.
woman he done got with who's spoiled, raised in a way that money ain't nothing but a thing. You can have what you want. You can have whatever you like. Okay, something like what Ti said, and we see how he raising his daughters. They can have whatever they like. You feel me?
Right, right.
Right.
So now let's say one of them kind of women get with a man who it wasn't like that in their house, so they had to work for everything they wanted. So now he with a woman who don't even understand the concept or appreciate that. Hey, I wasn't raised like that. I have to work
Mm-hmm.
and I have to
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
prioritize what matters, what's important. And you over here mad at me or won't give me no love and affection because I can't buy you some red bottom shoes or the kind of pocketbook you
That's for
want
sure.
or
That's
take
for
you on the
sure.
kind of vacation you want. But I know I was raised well and I saw my family do the best they could do. And you don't even see that because you own that.
Mhm.
So now, but
So
he love her.
you're stuck on
He,
that.
huh?
Stuck on that.
That's what I'm saying. And so
Mm-hmm.
now he with her. He trying to figure out what's going on. And he want to be with her, but they so unequally yoked. Or maybe he went on and married her and tried it for 5 years. Thought maybe it'll get better, it'll change, and it didn't. But now they have to have a divorce. Now he meet another woman. She might be the one who would truly understand that. But because of
Mhm.
that, what he went through with that lady, she probably won't never see that good man show up again. Cause
Mm-hmm.
now he ain't finna give that of himself no more like that. Cause he done decided all women are unappreciative and and not worthy of me.
Mhm. Mhm.
And just like some men and women could be damaged, being abused
Yeah,
mentally, physically. They got some men work hard, go to work, and like they're not appreciated. You know what I mean? And it tears their self-esteem up as a man. So I mean, it could be damaged in that way as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's so many ways. It's so many
Right.
ways you can become damaged. I mean, sometimes when you find like children, even today, especially little girls, they get to themselves and they're quiet.
Right.
Boys, they like to play. If you find them quiet, then you really got to pay attention. But you find a little girl, she saw some things, with mom and dad or mom and boyfriend, and you find her by herself all the time. And catch this right here to everybody. You catch her talking to herself. She's 7 years old and she has a full conversation about what's going on. And you're like, who is she talking to? And what is she talking about? If you listen to children, they rehearse what they hear. They only
they
rehearse
do.
what they really do. They
Mm-hmm.
rehearse what they hear. And they'll start, having their baby dolls, and that baby doll is their life. That's their conversation. You have to be mindful and pay attention to that, because something has happened to where she's already in the state of mind of she's hurt. This little girl is hurt. She's torn apart. Sometimes boys will come to you versus the little girl and say, "Mommy, what's wrong? Mommy,
Right.
why are you crying?
Mm-hmm.
Something is not right with mom." And he might share that with somebody, and somebody come back and say, "Well, Deontay said he saw you crying, or he saw somebody being mean to you." Whatever it is, this stuff goes from I'm going to say the 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. They remember this stuff. I mean,
Oh
I'm
yes.
sure both of you all can say y'all remember at the age of 5 what took place in the home.
Oh yes.
You don't remember
Oh
it
yes.
all. You remember something about your mom, something about your dad that you just did not like, and you brought it right on over to your grown-up hood. I know you did, because I did. I know you did. So
So,
when we come in there, though, we have to learn how to change that. Can't nobody change it for us. We have to learn to change it. And you find yourself also being in those relationships. Somebody reminds you of your father. This man reminds you so
Mm-hmm.
much of your father. Like, okay, this is why I like him, because my daddy was this way. And you
Right.
like him because of that. And oh yeah, my mom was the same way. And I'm doing the same thing my mama did. I'm doing just whatever she did, that's what I'm doing.
Right. Right.
yeah. And you say when
Following,
you say
following in the steps of,
when,
our what we learned, and the
and when
cycle
I was
keeps
gonna
going
say
on and on.
Y'all overlapping each other when you talk.
we
So it's
overlapping, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
no, it's okay. You
Coco,
can't. I mean, it's the
you
setup.
you're gonna have to give us the floor so we can know.
Okay, I'll let. Okay, Miss Connie, go ahead.
Um, um, what I was gonna say is, like when you were saying, Lady Coco, we have to change that. Unfortunately, Coco, that don't change, especially when it's been in you for so long. And also, I say that because even if you are in a relationship with somebody, I've been, we all have, where the person actually identifies and tell you what they've been through. You see it, you know it, and you try to say to them, "I would never treat you like that. I'm not that way. It won't be that way with us." And
Mm-hmm.
you doing that.
Hmm.
Do you know that person still 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna trust that. They're not gonna still believe that in you. And they're gonna still feel that way on the inside no matter what they partner try to show them. It's almost like a fat girl who used to be fat, lost all the weight. Now she's fine
Yes.
and beautiful, small frame, looking like she wanna look on the outside. But because on the inside she felt so overlooked and unworthy for so long, her mind can't catch up with it. So she still got those insecurities and those things that she has when she was a larger girl.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Mm-hmm.
person she with trying to say you are beautiful, she can't even feel it because it been there so long. And that's a lot of times what's happening in these relationships with us. That once they get embedded, they don't care what you say. They can't get out of that hole and that way they used to feel.
I agree. I agree. So you're saying basically, it just doesn't go away. It will never change. So okay, I would have to say I beg the difference, because change starts within us, right? And we have to agree to disagree, or disagree to agree. So I feel like this change come within us. And so after you have experienced this and you witnessed it, you can either hold on to it and let it be a part of you, or you have to also just release it somewhere in there and let it go. And that's not hard to do. It's really not. It's sometimes it overwhelms you, where it smothers you out. And you do feel like, how do I get past this? I mean, does this ever leave? How long am I going to have to deal with it? And one of our friends, you know who it is, Miss Connie, always say, change don't wait, what it says, change don't change until we change. So we have to change in order for change to come, basically. And so if we see it and we grew up that way and we hold on to it, then that's what we'll be. But if you find somewhere, in your heart, in your soul, like, hey, I don't like it. I don't like this feeling. I don't even like to rehearse it at all, but it constantly comes back. It comes back to me like, man, I just don't like it. So how do you get past it? I think a lot of times, we forget to put God first, all of us.
Oh
We
yes.
just we handle things on our own. We try to push through on our own, and we become overwhelmed
Mm-hmm.
with whatever situation it is. And so if we don't put God first, I promise you, if I don't, and I just don't focus on whatever it is, that word is embedded in my soul, like focus. Today I had a situation, I kid you not, to both of you all, to all of you all that are listening. I had a situation where it really overwhelmed me today. Like, I don't never get overwhelmed. I don't get or stressed out too much about anything. I figure it is what it is. It's going to either work this way or it don't work at all. And so here I am sitting at the desk and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm just da 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 da. And I get a message out the blue and said, just checking in, focused. I said, okay. I didn't respond right away. And I looked at it because I say that word all the time. I do a live almost every day on that word focus. And when it came to
Yes.
me, I'm like, okay, so this came just in time. I need to focus because there's no way I'm going to sit here and just get overwhelmed about something I can't do nothing about right now. I can't do nothing. But I was full. I was so full, and I didn't know if I should turn left, right, move forward, or go backwards, put the car in gear. I didn't know what to do. I was just stuck. I really was stuck. So
Mm-hmm.
she sent that word to me, focus. I said, okay. I just woosawed, and there I was. And I felt better. So change
Right,
and change
right.
until we change.
Oh, most definitely. Most
What
definitely.
about the
Most definitely.
people who are in those situations?
Oh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
frozen.
She's freezing a little.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Miss Connie.
Can you hear me? I was trying to share. Lord have mercy. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
What about those relationships with with the people who are in it, Coco? Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about the ones who have realized that they do have some things that they grew up with that made them the way they are. What about the people who are in those relationships haven't even come to the point of realizing why they are the way that they are? They don't know and their partner don't know, but they in these
Well,
relationships and they damaged.
they're damaged. Okay. So here's the thing. Two damaged people won't realize it. They won't
Oh,
see it because they're
right.
both damaged. They just tore up from the floor up. I mean, they from the
That's
rooter to
right.
the tuba. They tore up. So they're bumping heads. They don't understand why. They love each other, right? They love each other. They really, really do. You can see, like, when they're around, they love each other. But it's something missing. So I'm damaged and you damaged. I can't tell you what the hell is going on, and you can't tell me. We just know something is wrong. So what do? Once again, change ain't change until we change. And so a lot of times it requires counseling because you can sit and talk to each other till you're blue in the face and you still don't come to a common ground at all. You just don't meet. So you go get counseling together, then you do counseling apart. And so by the time you finish counseling, it might take 20 segments of this thing. And you go tell somebody, oh, why do you want to go tell somebody how you feel? Because you told your spouse, you told your significant other, and they didn't hear it. They didn't hear it because they're both damaged. They're both damaged. So how do you get past it? I would say really go get some counseling. The other thing is to put God first. He got to be first. You got to pray together. You got to pray. That saying is a family that prays together stays together. It works. But a lot of times we bypass God. We do. We bypass him. And then when we just take a few minutes and say, you know what? I'm going to pray about this thing and I'm going to give it to God. And you tell your mate, hey, we need to sit down and talk about this one more time. And this last time we're gonna pray about it, and we're gonna set up some counseling, and let's see where we go from here. That's what I would do.
Well,
Oh, Miss Connie, come
in the
on
me
through, Miss.
In the meantime, what do you
Miss
do?
Connie got the wisdom. Miss
Oh,
Connie
wait a
got it.
minute. Stella said the love become toxic. See, Stella was supposed to be on this segment right here.
Come
You
on
know,
in, Stella.
well, she said she chose to babysit tonight, but she's on here monetizing. Dolce, tell us your view and let Miss Connie think so she can come on back with it.
I just like Miss the lady that was supposed to be on the show, Miss Stella, maybe that's her name,
Mhm.
saying, I feel the same way. Like I said, I can relate so much because I mean I don't want to go too deep, but I've been
Well, yes, you
in
do. You want to
relation
go because you got some women on here listening to you. Go deep.
I've been in an abusive relationship where I just it didn't matter what was going on. I was so damaged and focused on keeping that relationship together to where I almost lost my life. And
Mm.
it's sad because like I put this man first, like I done been to a point to where, you know, I would be abused one day and then the same day I was back with him. Like people was getting involved. It was just so toxic. I was, at the time, and it just goes to show you how a person could take over your mind,
Oh yeah.
and make have that type of power over you. You know what I mean? To where you just don't love yourself. You're so damaged. Like whatever they say, that's what it is. Like nobody could tell me nothing. Period. Nothing. I don't care what was going on. Nothing. And I'm just happy that with a lot of prayer, I had to hit rock bottom to catch myself. Like I
Mm.
had to hit rock bottom. And that's where the person I am now, my tolerance is short. Before it wasn't. Now it's short. I'm not taking nothing from nobody. You either go get it right or you could slide. I'm not doing all that because now I know my worth. Before I
Mm-hmm.
didn't. Before I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want him to leave me. Oh, he go be with this. He go be with her. It's you know what I mean. It's sad that
Yes, yes, yes. You don't
you
want to let
know
it go. You
don't
it's
want to let him
toxic,
go.
but
Go
you
let
don't
him
want to.
do whatever.
Right, right. And you know what? Let me say this real fast. I like that. You don't want to let him go because you don't want to see him with nobody else. You really don't. I mean,
No, even though
he's
he
supposed to be
treat me.
your man. That's your
Well,
man.
let me say something. But wait a minute. What's so crazy about that is the crazy about that is Danny Doshi. I ain't. This is not toward you. You just a part of all the ones of us, including myself, who've been through that crazy shit. Cause I've been there too. But the point that I want to make on that, how crazy is it that we don't want to see that man with the next woman? Well, we know what the hell we just went through with him. So it's like
Okay.
better her than me. For real is what we should be happy. But we like, no,
Right.
I want to keep that over here. Keep beating my ass. Keep abusing me. Keep disrespecting me. I don't want you to go do it to another woman. I want you to keep doing it to me. Because in essence, that's what we saying. Ain't
For a long
that
time,
crazy?
I thought that was
It's crazy,
love.
but it's true.
Oh,
It's
he fighting me because he loved me. He
true.
don't want to
Uh-huh.
leave me. I thought it was love. But love ain't supposed to hurt. When I realized, you know what I'm saying? Like when I caught my head, But
Mm.
before, oh, he loved me. He ain't fought her. He ain't fighting her because he fighting me. Like, wow, that's crazy. Damage.
It's so crazy. And then you become damaged. You damage every day. Damage day
That's
in.
damaged
You
good. It is.
damage right in the can, and you put it all in a bottle, just smushing it down as much as you
Yep.
can put in there. You putting it in there, and you holding on to it. You got to let that mess go. Now,
But
Stella
check
did
it out.
say, wait,
Check it
real
out,
fast.
Coco.
Wait. Let me read this real fast because there's one coming, and she's right because you said the same thing pretty much. She said often put God first, but we don't keep God first. And basically what you said, she piggyback off of what you said. So that's good, Stella. Miss Connie, come on.
But that that man that's in that relationship with that woman and he abusing her, a lot of times they be mad. They be mad at their mamas. They be
Not the
mad at their mamas. They
not the
don't even really like women no damn more.
they just hey, they just want the
Yeah,
cookie from the women. They want the cookie. They want the
that's for
They
cookie.
be
sure.
damaged.
Oh yes,
They don't
They
feel
want the
worthy of
cookie.
themselves. They don't feel like they have nothing to offer, nothing to give to that relationship really and truly. And they be mad at women. If it's not their mama, it's another woman that
that's
did
for sure.
something.
That's
You
for
know
sure.
what I got? You know what I got to say this piggybacking off of Dolce, the fighting, and he's beating you, and even if he's not beating you, but he's striking you in the wrong way, and then they take you to the color purple and they have sex with you, and you getting even more damage because he is doing this to you, and you just laying there. You let him do this, and you'll be glad when it's over. It's still being damaged after damage
Yes,
after damage. You once again, we're going back to that jar, and you putting
yes,
that stuff in that jar, and you just pushing it down, pushing it down, pushing it down, and you find yourself when this happens. Okay, he stays there. Like if he get there and he stay there for 2 minutes, like Mr. 5 minutes, like Mr. You might be okay. But he stays there for at least 30 minutes and you're
yes,
being tortured for 30 minutes.
that's for
And
sure.
you might start feeling a little something towards the end, but when it's over, you feel nasty, you feel
Yes,
dirty. He took
yes,
advantage of me. Like,
yes,
how did I just lay there and take all these? And it happens over and over and over and over and over.
over and over. Oh
And
yes, that's what I
also,
said.
when we
And
lay it
oh, I'm
down with that
sorry.
man, his spirit every time is in our soul. That's a soul
Yep,
connection. He giving
yep,
us
Yes,
all that toxic soul connection. So
yep.
now, however we came in, we just as much damage more with him for staying there in there with him. Cause his
Staying
soul
right
ain't right. And we
there.
would every time he lay on top of us, we receiving that soul.
Absolutely.
and not only
Absolutely.
that, damage to where if you catch him with another woman or you find out about another woman, you want to fight the woman.
That's right. You want to go after
You
the
want to
woman
take
now?
yeah, you want to go after the woman. You want to take it out on him, and he's the one doing everything, but you still treat him like a king, like he ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Like
Let's
I've been
even
there.
let's
I've been
address that.
there. Trust me.
Let's address that though. Let's address it. So why do we as women go after the other woman and not our man? He's our man that's out there messing around
Exactly.
with this other woman. Why do we go after the woman?
And I learned that he could tell this woman anything. He could tell this woman he don't have a woman. Half of the time, some of these women don't even know about you. But I think it's just immaturity, territorial. Like I just can't explain it. It's crazy. It really is. And like I said, I was once that person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was going through all this, but I'd be damned if I'm gonna let another woman have him. What?
Uh-uh. As Miss Connie said, you can have him. Like, what you fighting on
Yeah,
him for? He already did you wrong. He didn't treated you like trash. He done stomped on you. And we can't just get it twisted because we got some women out there that's foul too. They do the same thing. They fight men,
right,
they cheat, they do it all. So that's why the topic is damaged men and women. But
right.
a lot of times, we have good women in these relationships. We really
That's
do.
right.
And we decide, you know what, I'm not taking this ish no more. I'm just over
I
it.
got enough.
I'm cool with it. I done had all I can take. So now you become the man. You become who he
That's
was.
right.
That's when it's dangerous.
Pull a you on you, baby.
It's dangerous because he can't take what he dished out.
Pull a you on you. They don't like that you on you.
Miss Connie. Miss Connie got
Yes,
something to
I
come through,
forgot.
Miss.
I lost one of them, but
Come on, Miss.
I was thinking about this couple that I know to where the man is a good man in a relationship. Um, She, on the other hand, she doesn't really appreciate this good man that he is. And I've seen him be disrespected in different ways by her. Um, but he goes out of his way all the time to just try to do everything he can for her, be there for her, however she needs. And I'm looking and I'm just like, man, she don't know what she got. You know what I'm saying? And what I do, and what I started to do is analyze him and say to myself, I know he sees and feel the same thing that I see and feel, but what makes him stay? So that says to me, something's happening with him. You got these men, for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason, when they were reared and growing up, they like to, the only way they could feel worthy is if they were helping somebody, a woman, etc., or someone less than, where they could do something for them. They could become the hero.
Mm-hmm.
It seems he has this need to want to be her hero all the time, even though she's not deserving. It does something for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we get into the codependent thing. He depended on her to keep making him feel like the hero, and she depended on him to let him keep using her, and that's the relationship. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They both getting
Mm-hmm.
some out of it, but it's it's ridiculous. It is not. It's not really about love at all.
Right.
That's
So you just basically
that's damage.
you are you saying we're just holding on, Miss Connie? We're just holding on. We don't want to let each other go, so we now just holding on. Stella said, "Get a piece of paper and burn the name."
What Stella say?
Stella said, "Put it on. Wait, burn the paper with the name on it. So get a piece of paper and just burn the name on it, just to get."
Is that gonna take it all away, Stella?
Stella said, she said she got this from a spiritual advisor. And then
He
the
say
other one,
what?
she said, I was taught by the spiritual advisor slash minister. What she's saying to us, she's telling us what she experienced, I'm sure, and she spoke to an advisor slash a minister. And so
Mm-hmm.
she's sharing, yeah. But you know what? It's so many ways. We can become damaged or get damaged. It's a lot of ways. And sometimes we're not even mindful of those ways. And it's a
Right.
continuation until we pay attention to what's really going on. You find yourself, a 1 week or so, you're happy, you're feeling good. And then 2 weeks, you're down, you're out, you feel depressed, you're sad, you don't know why, but you keep going. And then you find yourself week 4 and you back at it, you're crying again, you're sad, and you don't understand why you keep going through this. And so we have to be mindful of our own lives versus someone that we're with. I've even heard guys say they did so much for certain women, and then all of a sudden they took advantage of them. So they come to you and say, oh, I have such and such and such. Will you take advantage of me if I told you what I had? Uh, so whoever did this to him, he's still holding on to that, because for him to ask you that question, he's not free of himself and that person that did him wrong. So he brings that to you. It's so much that takes place in these relationships, or just people, even friendships. I mean, it's not just men and women like in relationships. Let's look at the girlfriend versus the girlfriend, and you think you really got
Mm-hmm.
you a true girlfriend, y'all tight, y'all about it, and she turns around and hurt you too. I mean, it goes deep when it comes to damages. It's
Yes,
not just
ma'am.
it's not just men and women, because your girlfriend can hurt you worse than your man friend.
Um,
What's your take on that?
Damage women in friendships with other women.
Yes.
uh, mhm. I
Well,
would say, oh, go ahead. You could go.
well,
I'm moving around.
it still goes back to how they were. To me, it's always about childhood. Because again, if you got a woman that grew up in a family that never acknowledged her, supported her,
Mm-hmm.
told her she was beautiful, did things with her just because they loved her, right?
Mhm.
So you got that girl that grew up like that. But let's just say, with all of that, she still made sure when she do for herself. But she trained
Mhm.
herself not to ask nobody for nothing. She don't need nobody for nothing. But when she got where she wanted to be financially, let's say good job or whatever, she said, I don't need nobody. Those are those women who care about name brands. Uh, you know, the best of the best, creme de la creme, as I say, because that message is, yeah, I didn't have this when I was growing up, but I got it now. And every time I step out, you're gonna acknowledge me. You're gonna tell me how beautiful I am. I'm gonna make you do it. That's the mentality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's say they become friends with a lady who really had that all her life. So that ain't a thing to her. She ain't gonna
Mhm.
go spend and waste. You don't have to go spend and waste her money on Chanel bags and red bottom shoes to make herself feel worthy. She beautiful from the inside out. Her light is shining and is bright. People like her and love her just for herself. But now these two try to be friends. That one
Mm.
who looking good on the outside now, guess what? She's still damaged on the inside. And every
There you
time you
go.
look up, it's gonna come across and
There
toward
you
that
go.
friend.
Mm-hmm.
And
There
she's
you go.
not gonna be able to allow herself to ever just be okay with that friend. Because in the real pit of her being, she's still gonna be jealous of that lady.
You're
Mm-hmm.
talking now.
Because
Yeah,
she's
I mean,
doing something to cover up for what
yes,
she
ma'am.
never had.
Yes, ma'am.
And she
And
see
you
this
thought,
lady grew up like that.
yes, and you
And she
thought
can't
y'all
never
could be
feel that.
best of friends. You saw something in her, but she didn't see it in you. And so
Mm-hmm.
you thought that, okay, we seem like we're on the same page. We can do this. And then all of a sudden it's over. It's done
Right.
because of what you just said. Don't
And
you?
because now she like,
Oh,
my light ain't gonna never be able to outshine this lady. I got to be the one who get all the attention. But she gonna get it no matter what, just being her. So I can't be around her because she gonna diminish my light.
and then you find
That's a,
something wrong with it, but there's nothing really wrong, and all along it was you. Come on, don't you?
yep.
Yeah, I agree. Jealousy and envy is something. Sometimes you let people in your circle, that you think rowing your boat, and all the time they drilling holes in it. You know, um, it's
Wait a
something.
minute. Wait.
I
Stop.
like
Say
that
that
one.
again. Say that again. Driven a
Think they
hole.
rowing, you think they rowing, and all the while they drilling holes to sink you.
Yeah.
Like
Come on.
it's very. I mean, for real, like it's crazy. Like you think that somebody's in your circle's supposed to be proud, not jealous, not envious. They're supposed to uplift, support, and sometimes we have people around us. I'm a person like that. I have a lot of people around me because I love people. So, sometimes I misjudge somebody until they cross me,
Mm-hmm.
and then once they cross me, that's done. Once you cross me, but I'll give my all, and not knowing this person is around me. People really be around you to steal your style, your
Oh yeah.
ideas, you know,
Ooh, you
You
better
know
talk that thing.
I tell you one
period.
thing. This is one of the most powerful shows that the Queens of Royalty have had. And we've been out here. How long, Miss Connie? At least 9 months, 10 months, almost a year. Almost a year. And I promise you, somebody needed to hear it tonight because it's so
That,
true. And so that's
yeah,
why, you talked about damaged men and women. We're not just talking about men and women in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because there are women in relationships too, just like there are men in relationships, and they get damaged as well. They don't want to trust you, me, and nobody else because they got damaged in that relationship and thought, hey, this
that's
person is
right.
my friend. That's my ride or die, no matter what happens. And then, damn,
That's right.
she crossed me wrong, and I thought I could trust this heifer. I just knew I could trust this heifer. This heifer been trying to cut me down all along. Like, man, look,
All
the best
alone.
the
That's
best thing for you to do is see me, but don't you never see me again, and keep on going.
period. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And so
Me
here
too.
we are. in 2024 trying to figure out. There's so many single women out here that are good
Oh,
women
wait, wait, wait,
still.
wait, wait, Miss Connie. We got a man on here. DJ Draco, thank you for being here with the ladies. To all the brothers that are supporting us tonight, thank y'all so much. And please share us out the Queens of Royalty podcast. Thank you so much, DJ Drake. Miss Connie. Don't lose your thought, Miss
I was
Connie.
just saying
I need
that
to find my schedule.
here we are, it's 2024. We live in the digital world. Women are posting and making themselves famous and rich just by going on TikTok or IG. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And they
Yes.
getting their body all done up, and they will attract an athlete or some type of music man with money mainly. And so, but then the reality kicks in, and it doesn't seem to change all of what she's doing to make herself feel better by doing that way. So yeah, you will initially get the attention of a man with on a certain financial level, economic level, should I say? Because me personally, I feel like that's what that's all about, to
Uh-huh.
attract a man with the money, all this
Uh-huh.
stuff
Mm-hmm.
that they do, right? But
But do they have the money, Miss Connie? Even though they come across like
it's a
they have the
perception. A
money,
lot of times, it's a
do they have it?
perception. Sometimes it's just a perception, not a real
Mm-hmm.
actually accuracy. But they find that out later. I mean, if y'all, I mean, look at we going through it right now with Portia and the man Simon. We going through that right now.
I wasn't gonna say
They,
that on this show, but
well,
it
I'm
was on the
saying
tip
it.
of my tongue. Yes, say
Prime
it then.
example.
It's true. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
So now she posting herself, showing herself working out, showing her body again.
yes.
Why? Because she wants the next one.
Whew.
But like until we can start getting back to the basics, when we meet somebody and say, okay, let's really talk about your family background. Where you come from? Were you raised? How did you feel about your mama, your dad? If you didn't have a dad, how did that make you feel? What man did you turn to that was a positive role model? How do you really feel about women? How were your relationship with your ex? How do you feel about them now? Can y'all still be friends? We got to start having to going back to the basics,
But do you
you know.
know? Do you know, Miss Connie, what happens sometimes when you do that? They don't want to talk to you. They're gone out the door because they say, "Oh, she crazy. She asking me all these questions about my family. Why she need to know this?" Or vice versa. They don't want to talk because guess why? They're damaged, and now you done hit a nerve, and they don't want to tell you about their upbringing. They don't want to tell you about their family. They don't want to tell you where they are even right now. They want to know you right here where they meet you. Now let's talk about it. Is it fair for you to just meet them where they are and let's just do it from right here, or do we really want to know?
Well, let me say this. I don't know if y'all gonna like it, but if you meet a man that don't really have interest in what you got to say or don't even care to talk to you, okay, you can do two things. You can take that side and move the hell on, or you can size him up physically and say, well, he might be a good lay down. Maybe I'm gonna shut off this whole mental thing. I'm gonna shut
Yeah.
off this whole trying to get to know him. But if he look like he can give me some good sex, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna deal with him just like they deal with me. I'm gonna get my good from him when I want to. I ain't asking him a damn thing. When I want it, I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna keep on pushing. Cause he ain't the one for me. But let me tell you something. I
Okay.
put myself. I done it. Oh, this
Mhm.
man ain't got no substance to him. He ain't deep, but he got that good. So I'm gonna get that, and that's what it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be nothing else. I ain't calling him the next day. I ain't doing none of that. We ain't got to talk till I'm ready for some more. I can do it.
Okay.
That's how they do us.
I like
I can
I
do that.
like that. I like that. So now I
You
want to
feel
go
me?
take this to Doty. Yes, yes. So let's take it to Doty. So let's flip this. Let's flip it. You speak on the woman's perspective. Miss Connie just spoke on the man and like what she gonna do, what she gonna get. So now here's the woman. So flip it and speak on the woman. Like what I mean, like
I'm like, I'm listening. I like this conversation is like heated. I'm learning. Miss Connie got some stuff with her, baby. I'm just in awe, But I think like from a woman's perspective, I would say the same thing. I was thinking the same thing she was thinking. Like, I'm gonna treat him, like, first of all, if you got a man that don't want you to meet his family, he don't talk about his family, it's red flags that come with a lot of things, especially in men and women, or I'm gonna say this, like for a woman that puts a man before their kids, it's a lot of red flags that I wouldn't deal with. If I was a man and I meet a woman, she put me before her kids, that's a red flag. Multiple partners, that's another red flag. That's all like damage. That's a part of being damaged as well. I don't know if it's self-esteem or is it the way that they was raised, they seen their mom, you know what I mean? Put them in, because many a times when we was younger, our mom maybe dated somebody and y'all go on the other side, da da da, this is my time. Our parents didn't play with us. And before I wanted to get off of that subject, I wanted to ask, like, I wonder if my dad was damaged, because I'm gonna say this, and I got like 10% on my phone. I don't have a charger, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
But I want to say this. My dad was married for 40-something, 50-something years. But he had women everywhere. And all the women knew their place. So I don't know if he was, like, if it was something different in each woman, or like, I just always wondered, because I would ask him, like, why do you feel the need to have all these women? What are you looking for? You know what I mean? I would tell him, I say, if you was my man, Daddy, I'd have been split your head to the white meat. Like, come on now, Daddy, you're doing too much.
Right.
But he would have them, I swear, growing up, he would literally, they knew their place. Like, if he would be out with his wife and say I was the side chick, I would dare not approach. But in 2024, side chicks don't want to be side chicks. They want to be noticed.
Oh, no.
You go mess around and post that man. The side chick might have been with him last night. But shit, he done bought me a ring today. And I go post that, they exposing all day.
It's no more side chicks.
No, I don't know.
Ain't no more. Well, let's say it like this. Let's say, ain't no more side chicks. No. She'll tell you she cool with your situation, but when she see you and that lady on the other side, she going to the book. She going straight. She's going straight to the book. Photo that she got of you and her, she gonna post it.
That's for sure.
She posted it.
Just wondering, like the women as well, that dealt with my father, like what was going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all felt y'all had to suggest, like, what was so special about this man that he could have do this to all these women? You know what I mean? And they disliked one another, but they never like disrespected one another. Man.
That sounds like some African heritage stuff.
Girl, please. Yeah. My daddy was 5'3", short like Cat Williams and everything.
Girl, shut the front door.
Yes, baby. Had the taco meat head with the chain and cologne. You could smell it from 20 miles away.
But Daddy had it going on.
He was a pimp.
Papa was a rolling stone, baby.
I promise
you. Wherever he laid his head was his home.
Was his home, baby. That's for sure.
But listen,
Come
Dolce,
on.
we're gonna let you go ahead and exit off. If you charge your phone and you want to come back, because I know you told us what you had on the other side. So
Yeah, yes,
listen,
yes,
let us thank you for coming on and being a part of the
yes.
Queen's of Royalty podcast. And listen, you got to come again. Thank you to G&G for allowing you to be a part of this thing, girl.
I will. Whenever y'all ready for me, I'm on. I'm on the whole time. Thank you so much for having me, Lady
You're
Coco and
so
Miss Connie.
welcome.
It was a pleasure. Thank y'all.
You
Y'all have a
too.
wonderful night.
All right, good night to you.
Good
Bye,
night. Bye
Dolce.
bye. Bye bye, my baby.
All right, Miss Connie, it is you and I once again. 3 weeks later, we doing this thing on the panel, y'all. It is the Queen's of Royalty podcast right here in Dallas, Texas. I am your host, Lady Coco. This is how we do it every other Thursday. But listen, we're going to be coming to you all every night. From what I understand, we're going to be coming from Lit Network. And it is going to be, my tongue is tied, but it is going to be Lit Network, the Southern Soul TV channel. So y'all stay tuned for these upcoming events that you're going to see aired. If you missed it right here, you can go and watch it on TV. How about that? I mean, I'm your TV and radio personality. Miss Connie, she just out there doing her thing all over the place, but she has become a part of this too. So y'all been telling me, Lady Coco, where Miss Connie? Let us stay on. Please let Miss Connie. I said Miss Connie is not coming back no more. Here she go again. Oh my Cunningham, what's up? The GOAT is in the building, y'all.
Who is that?
Oh my Cunningham. Did you say who is Oh my Cunningham?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, Oh my Cunningham, the GOAT.
I
We're
know
gonna
who
let
Omar Cunningham is.
Oh, I got a new song out there. Thank you for tuning in to the Queen's of Royalty podcast. The GOAT is in the building, baby. He said the GOAT. I need that new single. Okay, we got you. You got to send it to me now. You know that. So, anyways, Miss Connie, let's keep
Hey,
this
Miss
thing going.
Ella.
Let's keep it going. And so we were talking about tonight. What's the topic, Miss Connie?
Damaged
Men,
men
women.
and damaged women. And
Yes.
basically how they supposed to be in a relationship when they both come in damaged.
Yes, and then we bypassed that and we talked about damaged relationships with men and women as friends. We've talked about so much, so we hope that you all got something from tonight. It's not going to stop here. When you have information and you've gone through things, you can tell by the person's conversation. And so, anytime someone comes on the platform, you must know that they're going to know something about what we're talking about to get it pushed out there further. We empower women. That's what this is all about. We also support our brothers because they have gone through things as well. It's not just us women, that fall short and we're damaged and we're hurt and we're dealing with this, because women do things too. Women do things that are so trifling to the point where a man don't even want to be bothered with you no more. He goes outside of his race because he say, look, I had enough. And I'm gonna tell you, it's true too, because I worked out there in the field for a very long time, and I talked to so many women, Miss Connie, and they talked about having a man for 7 days a week. They got a man to take them to the movies. They have a man to pay the car note. They have a man to pay their bills. They have a man to do this, do that, and they got 7 different men. I said, you tell me, how the hell do you even have time to have 7 different men for each day of the week? There's no way possible, and not in my book, that I want to sit around and deal with 7 different men, 7 different personalities, probably 1,000 personalities, because you got 7 different people that you're dealing with. And so how do you decipher John versus Charles, and Charles versus Leon, and Leon versus Deontay? That's too many for me. That's too many. What's your take on that? The ladies that's dating at least 3 or 4 guys at a time until she decides who she want to date, who she really wants to date. Do you think that's a good thing for a lady to date 3 or 4 men at the same time?
Is she single? Yeah.
3 or 4.
That's my short answer, Coco. If she's single, who gonna check her boo?
Nobody. So how would she
And
even
also,
know?
I feel like,
Uh,
especially for a woman in this day and time, She got to do that because the uh, availability. I hate to say that. I'm not bashing y'all, but it's true. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. The availability of a good man, black man for a black woman out here, that scale is so unbalanced right now. Most of our men are either dead or they're in prison and don't even want woman no more, or the good ones are already taken. And the ones that are out here, it's not their fault though, but they have so many options. We talking about a ratio on average 10 to 1, 10 women to 1 man.
Uh-huh.
So with that being said, the men know that there's an upper hand that they carry,
Mm-hmm.
and they know that DJ Dre just saying like that. He was saying, I read his comment where he was saying women date all of those men. I mean, men date all those women trying to make up for the good one that he lost, right?
Mm-hmm. So do you
But
think
the
that's what
men,
women are doing?
huh?
Do you think that's what women are doing?
I think when the women do it, if it depends on what the previous relationship was. If the previous relationship was a good one and it ended because of some reason, then yes, she may be looking for another man that make her feel that way. But if it wasn't a not so good one, she gonna probably meet. If she don't date 4 or 5 of them at a time, she ain't gonna get outside of the running into the same kind she just realized wasn't a good one for her. You understand? So you
Mm-hmm.
have to keep dating to try to find your fit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you ain't gonna just really, it's unlikely you gonna just get out of one a good relationship and find another good man right after that. It just ain't like that no more. So you gotta
It's,
date.
yeah, you have to date, but to me, I can't do it. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible to do. I can't. I've never been able to date more than one guy at a time. I've never been able to do it because see now I'm already trying to get to know this one, right? And so here comes another one. He's on a whole different plateau, and so I get confused because this one seems cool, but I see a little bit of lacking over there. And then this one seems all right, and no, I just don't like this, that, and this, right? So I just don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I feel like I'm going to miss out on this one if I'm trying to do this one and that one too. So I've never been, I'm just speaking for me, I've never been able to date more than one person at a time. I've never been able to do it. I may have talked to several different people, but when it came to dating them, I've never been able to date but one person at a time. I've never been able because
Okay,
it's
I
too
guess
much.
that might let me clarify something with you because to me dating is going out on a date, going somewhere, talking, getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we talking about seeing, and when I say seeing, that's somebody you done decided you do like and you want to spend time with, and you are spending maybe real intimate time with, that's different. Because then that means you are giving this man a chance to show you what kind of man he wants to be to you in your relationship. But
Mm-hmm.
dating is trying to me, just to me, is
Mm-hmm.
trying to see if that man is worthy of even getting any more of your time.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to clear that up because I'm looking at it. Dating and seeing a man to me is two different things. What I mean is when you say, Miss Connie, can you date for a man? That mean if Mike want to take me out on Monday, but Gary want to take me out on Thursday and talk to me and we have this conversation, get to know each other. We gonna know. I'm gonna know after that date if he gets to go further into getting to know me or if I want to see him again. But let's
On the
say I
first
done met
date?
Mike
On
and
the
I
first
kind of
date?
like Mike. We done went out, we done did the dating. Now we going out again. Next thing I know, we spending more time. I might not I might not get to Gary in the next one and the next one because I want to stop for a minute and see if might be something that's worthy of me wanting to stay around and see where it goes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
But
Well,
if you're not dating, you ain't gonna get to that point. That's how I look at it.
okay. So, but way back, I'm just going to use way back. You didn't find it where the man or the woman was dating multiple people to find out if, this one or that one was true. Today, we're in 2024. So, of course, it is so different today where, hey, I'm not about to just sit here and go out with this guy and then pass up on this one. Now, that happened to me, I'm going to say, a few years ago, where I met two guys at the same time. And I really liked both guys. I really did. But my conclusion to both, I talked to my sister about it, and she was like, so what's your take on it? I said, no, I'm trying to ask you, what's your take? I said, I met them both at the same time. Both very nice looking, smart, intelligent guys, right? And so my sister couldn't give me an answer. So I said, you know what? Let me do this on my own. Let's see how I would even decipher this thing, right? So what I did, Miss Connie, I said, you know what? Since I met Darvin first, I'm going to just continue to talk to Darvin and see where it goes. And then I'll leave this one over there. I'm not talking to him at all. I'm not having no dealings, nothing, because I wanted to just focus on this one that I met. Now, it was hard. Let me not lie. It was very, very hard. They were both tall, nice looking, bald head, slim guys, polished to the nine, no lie. So I had to be fair with myself. Like, who approached you first? And so is it fair for you to talk to them both at the same time? I said no. I felt like I was cheating and I wasn't in a relationship with neither one.
Girl, please.
No,
I would have dated both of them daggone men and made my decision.
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. It was too much for me to try to talk to them both. And I tried it for like the first couple of weeks, talk to both of them. I said I can't do it. So I'm going to leave that one right on over there.
Wait a minute, I'm laughing. Coco, I got to read you this from DJ Dre.
What DJ
He
say?
say if a woman date or see multiple men by the time they...
Oh, look. Oh, Miss Connie got to come back. That's the Wi-Fi. Let me read what
He
DJ
say
said.
your poo-poo ain't going to be what it is. What it was, I mean. DJ Dre.
You're right, DJ
now, I agree.
Dre.
If you giving that poo-poo out to everybody, that's a whole nother thing. Now, I agree with you on that.
What did Ella say? Ella said, I waited 14 years before this man in my life now. I put myself up and waited on God to give me this man. All right, Ella. Ella said, very interesting topic tonight. Yes, because, so many people go through so much and they really don't have an outlet, as to where they need to go, who they need to talk to. So that's why we have this platform with the Queenz of Royalty podcast, because any and everything goes. And what we say, it might not fit you, but it's going to fit somebody. Somebody's going to say, you know what? That show was for me tonight. It really was. It was for me. And so you just don't know what people go through in a day or year, 6 months when it comes to relationships, because they are not like they used to be. Men and women are very difficult to deal with these days because they have gone through 20,000 relationships before they actually got to that one. And when you do get to that one that's possibly good, it's like, man, you burnt out, you tired. Is this the one? Because if it's not, I'm just through with it all. But you're not through with it all. That's what we say, though.
Let me say something, Coco.
Yes.
I just got out of a relationship for the last 3 years. But here's the thing. I've been waiting on that man for 38 years. I've been in and out of relationships with that man so many times. I don't lost count. Right?
Wait. Did you reread DJ Draco?
What did he say?
He said, open her legs up. You see, what did he say? All stay.
DJ, look, DJ J, we try to be serious here. Will you stop making us laugh?
I'm not gonna take. Hello to Nora Smith from Dallas, Texas is checking in.
Who?
Tenora.
Oh, Tenora. Hey, Tenora.
Yes, DJ Dre, stop. We trying to be serious. We're about to.
We trying to be serious, DJ Dre.
He said that is real.
Oh Lord.
Ooh, go ahead, Miss Connie.
Hell, I done forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
Oh Lord, I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I was saying something about my ex.
Oh,
Um,
you said something, and then he threw that in there. I'm
but
gonna
I don't
start
know what
reading
the
his
point I was gonna
comments.
make. I forgot Coco.
Okay, I, I forgot to. Well, we're talking about. Well, let me see something. Let's talk about what he's talking about. He said when you open up their legs, you see all state hands. What is he talking about, Miss Connie? What you get from that?
I can't do nothing but laugh at that.
Well, I tell you what, though. I tell you what. So we're at the end of this segment, right? Damaged men and women. And so we talked about before we close it out, how do you heal? And I believe that laughter is good for the soul. So we're in our healing process now. So we can laugh about it. All state hands. Close your legs, ladies, so you don't get all state. You can get what's another insurance? And it's not all state.
State Farm with Jake.
State Farm. Let's do State Farm. Oh, we can do Geico. Let's do Geico.
Geico and the little gecko.
Yeah, let's do the gecko. So that would be
And we
another.
got
So they,
progressive. I mean, it could go on and on.
you know, say what she say, USA. Oh Lord, he's gonna say just like interstate always up. You know what? See, that's why it's good sometimes, Miss Connie. You know we're gonna bring some men on here too, because they are funny. DJ Drake Hope is funny. He done closed it. Oh, progressive. Yep, we got progressive insurance. We now the seriousness of the show is over, so we are
And you
in
know,
our
Nationwide is on your side, baby.
yes. Nationwide is on
On
your
your side.
and we were supposed to play some music. We can't play music now.
Well,
I
that's
had
all
a
right.
I had a couple of your songs I wanted to flip through.
Well,
Let me
you know, if
see.
you play one of mine, you got to play Stir Like Coffee because at the end of the day, you got to
I
keep that
know.
coffee stirred or you ain't going to have no damn
You
relationship.
gonna sing it to him though? Start singing it to him.
And now, look,
Sing it
Lady Coco,
to him.
we
Sing
supposed to
it.
be talking, not singing.
Well, you want to stir like coffee. DJ Drake, this song is gonna be dedicated to you tonight. We're gonna stir it like coffee.
Yes.
Let's see if I can get it for you. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
get that.
Let's see. All these different. He
Turn
said
that
he been
thing up, Coco.
that man said he been stirring his damn what? I've been stirring it for a damn 25.
You done missed the topic part, Coco. I was setting it up. You
Oh
done,
wait.
you done talked over the good part.
Here you go, y'all. Here you go, Drake.
You can't hear it, Coco.
I told you before, a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Are you feeding your man? Because you gotta do that. Because I make sure my man get a full course meal every day.
Did you hear it?
I woke up early this morning
Turn it up.
to give my baby
Unless
some
it's just me.
breakfast today.
Here.
I'm gonna give him what he's been wanting. And I ain't talking about no grits and eggs.
Anniversary at the end of the month. We party. All right.
To read this oven because she's already good to go. And when they finish eating this breakfast, I'm gonna ask him if we need some more. Yeah, you gotta stir it like coffee if you want this cream.
Sang Miss Connie.
Stir it like coffee if you know what I mean. You gotta stir it like coffee till you get it right. You gotta stir it like coffee, stereo night.
Got it, baby. I'll rest on for dinner. Can see the hungry look in my eyes. So tell me, lady, what will we having? Shake
Honey, y'all, get on up out your seats. I got a new day. It's called the Miss Honey Chop. Come on, y'all. Dance with me. This
You right, Miss Chris. You gotta stir that coffee.
so get out the seat.
Yeah, Christy said that's the theme song.
Yes.
A trail ride. It's a brand new day for the Miss Honey Chop. Chop, chop to the left. Chop, chop to the right.
Hey, Nicole.
Get it, bring it home. Back now, won't get up. Now,
Can you see me?
Huh?
turn to the left.
Can you see me?
Mm-hmm.
Chop, chop to the left. Chop, chop to the right. Now, get it, bring it home. Back now, won't get up. Now, won't get back.
Hey, Miss Nicole. DJ Dre, there you go. That go on for good time. She just played it. Oh, thank you, DJ Dre.
Finally, it's the weekend. And it's time to see fun now. I think I'll wear something sexy. Out to the club tonight. Oh, yeah. Me and my girls are going out tonight. And we're gonna dance the night away.
Miss Honey, y'all.
No problems and worries behind. We're gonna have a good time. Yeah.
Mighty, mighty. Sing, Miss Honey.
Good time.
She like she trying to be cute for one of you being on here.
All the ladies are happy. And the kids are right now. You know the focus on handsome. They're looking good tonight. Ooh, me and my girls are having fun. We won't stop until the party is done. We're feeling happy and complete. And feeling good about everyone we meet. Good time. Mighty, mighty good time. Mighty, mighty good time. Good time. Good time. A grown folks good time.
You have to have some good knees to dance to this song.
Huh?
You got to have them good knees to dance to this song.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Honey Mo, y'all. She said, why you gotta act like that? DJ Draco, don't be doing it now. 25 years. Why you gotta act like that?
Why you gotta act like that, DJ Dre?
You know I like you. You say you like me too. Sometimes you call me. Sometimes I'm like, where is my boo? Oh, I don't know what's wrong with you. Sometimes you act just like a
See, Coco, that
fool.
song is about damaged goods.
Then you say you
Yes,
want me.
it.
Why you gotta act like that? He damaged. He damaged.
Why you gotta act like that?
Just ain't that cool.
That's one of the first songs I remember you did besides Neck Bone Lady.
Those my first two.
Why you gotta act like that? DJ Draco say he's serving Bim Bim. Lord, he just showing out tonight.
Show it out.
You take me to dinner. You staring
What the hell is
into
Bim Bim
my
Bim?
eyes.
Asking.
Then you turn
I just
around.
did. What the hell is
He
Bim
said
Bim
he's
Bim?
still serving Bim Bim.
Nothing but lies. Boy, I don't
Thank you, Tenora.
Sometimes you act just like a
Ain't
fool.
nobody shy, DJ Dre.
Then you say you want me. But the things you
Hey,
do,
Miss Nicole.
ooh,
Why
oh, really gotta act like
you gotta
that.
act like that?
Why you gotta act like that?
That song was a true story
Drive me
about a
crazy.
man named Jerome.
You said what, don't baby. Ooh, you say
He
You
was a
pray
truck
my
driver.
yin yang whisper something.
Huh?
Huh?
What you say, Coco?
Somebody's yin yang whisper something.
you know I like you.
Well, y'all, that's the show. I believe we did just what we came to do. We talked about damaged men and women. We did really, really good tonight. Thank you to Doche for coming on tonight, G and G, and also always Miss Connie Mo from the day of one. So we're gonna close this thing out tonight with Neckbone Lady.
I just wanna know, do you like me or not?
You like
Neckbone
us?
Lady is about a good relationship.
All the babies,
Yes. You're gonna tell them how you gonna cook
It's
the food
about
and all.
if you do have a good man doing what he's supposed to do, he doing his part, ladies. Don't take him for granted. You do your part. Don't let him eat out of another woman's kitchen. Cause if you do, you gonna lose him. You better serve him up them neck bones, cornbread with the hot sauce. And you figure out the hot sauce part. That's what this song about. Neck bone lady.
Yes, ma'am, Sonora. We will be there. Let's see what we got here. Did I mix for G and G Lit TV? Oh, you did. DJ Draco, we did a mix for G and G Lit TV. So yes, this show is going to be aired on Lit TV Network, the Southern Soul Channel, TV channel. Okay, that's where it's gonna go. So y'all need to pay attention. But Fat Daddy's birthday is this weekend, so we're gonna be in the building, y'all. Come on, Neckbone ladies.
you know they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So ladies, if you have a good man, take care of him. Feed him, because if you don't, somebody else will. I met this fine.
Thank all y'all for tuning in tonight. We're gonna say goodnight to you.
I met this
Thank
boy
y'all.
Friday night. He was out there.
This is your Southern Soul artist and blues, the lady with the purple hair, the cowgirl hat, and the cowgirl boots, Miss Connie Mo, y'all. Y'all know who I am, the one and only Boss Lady Coco, right here in Dallas, Texas. 75 South, can y'all see? That's right.
I said my name is Miss Connie. You coming home with me. Hey.
DJ Draco said you got to feed him up.
I got the cornbread and the hot sauce, baby. Like Miss
Yeah.
Doche was saying. That's how what Doche was saying. Baby,
He said real hard, baby. But
baby.
my mom just said baby. I say baby. Not baby. So Jay got it so deep. She like what's her name?
Ice
Ice
dog.
Dog. Baby.
Mhm.
Good
Good
night,
night.
everybody.
Good night, Lee Jean.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Tenora. Good night, Drake Crazy Man. Good night, Miss
So I hope
Deborah,
y'all share this
Christy.
tonight.
Y'all share this. Tell them we was talking. Tune in next time.
I got the cornbread and the hot sauce. Say it, Miss
That's right.
Connie.
That's right.
And the hot sauce.
What's up, LJ? What in the
I need me a neck bone man.
You need one, you gotta go get you one then. You wide
I
open
think
out there.
I think I'm gonna have to write a song about it. The neck
You go
bone
out.
lady need a neck bone man. Yep. Yeah. The neck bone lady is officially looking for a neck bone man.
All right, well, you gonna remix that thing then.
I'm gonna have to remix it.
Okay. Well, listen, y'all. Thank y'all once again for tuning in to the Queens of Royalty podcast. Y'all stay tuned for the next episode. We were coming on every other Thursday, but we're going to have some segments supposedly every night for 30 minutes. So y'all stay tuned to that. Listen, I want to send condolences again to my girl Drill C. You all know she just had her funeral. We just had her funeral about well, not even a week ago, but almost. And so we're gonna close this out with her song, one of the first songs that she came out in Southern Soul Show. This lady is going to be greatly missed. She was such a sweetheart, and so I hope one of
Yeah.
these shows honors her. She loved Miss Connie Moe, and she finally met
Yeah.
Miss Connie at the AMG Awards in Atlanta this past December. So we're gonna
Right.
close out with her song, and we're gonna say good night to you all. Make sure you continue to pray for SRJR as they continue this journey without Drea C. All right. So good night to everybody. And
Thank
here
you,
is
Lady Coco.
thank you, Miss Connie.
Bye, y'all.
We'll see y'all later. This is Drea C, y'all. Rest up, baby. All I ever was good to you. We're gonna miss that lady, y'all. All you ever did for me was make me blue. You weren't the only one wrong. I was too. But was it worth breaking up our home for somebody new? I can't say I feel bad what you're going through, but baby, you left me for another you. Yes, you did, baby. Remember, you left me for another you. Now you calling me up on my phone, saying you were wrong. You thought the grass was greener on the other side. Somebody lied. I was the best thing that ever happened to you. That's why I can't understand the things you do. I can't say I feel bad what you're going through, but baby, you left me for another you. Yes, you did, baby. Remember. Okay, y'all. That's all I can play of that because it still seems like so unreal. But we have to accept it. Here's the thing: when it comes to death, nobody wants to accept it. We don't accept it. We just don't never accept it. We don't. And so this lady right here is going to be greatly missed. She was so sweet. And sometimes, when somebody passed away, it's like, why did that person have to go so soon? Like, why? But we have to look at this. God doesn't make mistakes. We do. And on that note, I can't play it no longer. We're going to get out of here. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Miss Connie. We love you, girl.
Love
The
too.
lady with the purple. And Blue Heart Divas, thank y'all so much. Y'all know we got them Blue Hearts over there. Good night to everybody.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.